Hello, and welcome to Pulsar Measurement Academy. My name is Sean Minton, and in today's video, we're going to teach you how to navigate the menu system of Greyline 6.1 meters. Before we get into the specifics of the 5-button system, let's take a moment to talk about the information you currently see on the home screen. The large number that you see in the middle is the current flow rate. As we move to the upper left, this tells you whether or not you are data logging. The engineering units are shown in the upper right. In this case, we are measuring US gallons per minute. As we go to the lower left, we see our totalizer, again in US gallons, and below that, any relays that would be active. In this case, relay 1 is an active relay. Now let's go ahead and program a Doppler flow meter 6.1 for the first time. To do this, we'll go into the settings menu by pushing the right arrow key. From here, you'll see a series of sub-menus and a caret on the left-hand side. To get into the proper sub-menu, simply use the up and down arrow keys to move the caret. Once you've found the sub-menu you'd like to use, simply hit the right arrow key to get into that menu item. Now that we're in the main programming menu, let's take a moment to look at some of the sub-menus. In order to get into a sub-menu, simply hit the right arrow button, in this case, Units and Mode. Once we're into the proper settings, it's very simple to make a change. In this case, we'll change volume from US gallons to US millions of gallons. We simply hit the down arrow button, then the right arrow button, where we see US gallons is now highlighted. We'll hit the up arrow button one time. In order to make the change, it's important to make sure you hit the check button. If you don't hit the check button, the change will not be made. In order to come back out of this sub-menu, simply hit the left arrow key. We're now back to the main menu. Let's take a look at one of the other important sub-menus, Calibration. Again, we'll hit the down arrow button until Calibration is highlighted, and then to get into the system, right arrow key. We're now inside the Calibration sub-menu, which is one of the most important sub-menus on the entire system. From here, we can change the 4 to 20 milliamp output, as well as the inside pipe diameter. For this example, let's go ahead and change the 20 milliamp output from 600 gallons per minute to 800 gallons per minute. We'll hit the down arrow once, and then to highlight the number, we'll hit the right arrow button. Now you can see the 6 is highlighted, and we can make the change. We'll go to 800 gallons per minute. Remember, in order to make the change, you need to hit the check mark. Let's go ahead and hit the check mark and change that to 800 gallons per minute. Another important parameter within the Calibration submenu is the pipe ID, or inside diameter. This is the parameter that changes velocity to flow rate. It must be accurate. In order to make a change, again, simply use the right arrow button, make any changes necessary, remember to hit the check button, and once you have the proper information, simply hit the left arrow button to come back out of the sub-menu. The remaining sub-item menus are not critical to the reading, but they are important. To learn more about these parameters, please check out our operation and instruction manuals at www.pulsarmeasurement.com. We're back on the main menu now, and we can see the changes that were made in the sub-menu. In this case, we've changed our totalizer from US gallons per minute to US millions of gallons. Thanks for watching our video on how to navigate the menu system of the Greyline 6.1 meters. For more how-to videos, check out our website at www.pulsarmeasurement.com and make sure to follow us on social media.